Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do, getting ready to make our nachos, is hook up some vegan nacho cheese. Now that requires a little bit of prep. So what we have are some raw cashews, and we're gonna take about a cup of raw cashews and we're gonna soak them in boiling water for at least 20 minutes, but you could go up to overnight if you wanted to. It really depends on what time you have, but you want to at least give them 20 minutes. Alright, so the next step in making vegan cheese is to hook up the rest of your ingredients. Now, what I have here is a potato, and some carrots. I'm going to peel these, and there are a lot of different recipes out there for making vegan cheese. So I don't want you to feel like, you know, there's a particular way to do it. There are different ingredients that'll give you the texture and flavor that you want. But this is what has worked for me. I've tried a lot of them, and I have some flexibility. Like, you could use cauliflower. You don't have to use potato. You could use cauliflower. I would say you probably do have to use carrot. I mean, you don't have to use carrot. I take that back. You could just use turmeric to make it the right color. So you could do cauliflower and turmeric. Some people opt to do all cashews, or, you know, make it like really creamy and nut based, but I don't think you just need that much fat from the nuts. Like, some is good, but there's just no reason to have that much. So what I've come up with is sort of a balance between having the cashews as a rich, creamy, fatty addition, plus the potato and the carrot for starchiness and sweetness and color. So we're gonna just cut these into pretty kind of equal sizes, and I have a pot of boiling water going over here that I'm going to throw them in until they're tender. And you can add a little bit of salt. We're gonna add plenty of salt to this recipe because if nothing else, cheese is salty. So you can add it now, you can add it later. You could add a clove of garlic or onion if you wanted to this, because what we're doing is basically making a very flavorful, creamy cheese like sauce. So the more you work with it, the more you will identify what works for you. Okay, while our carrot and potatoes are cooking, I'm going to hook up the meat part of the nachos. This is the secret weapon right here, the soy chorizo. If you are not able to find this, I got this from Trader Joe's. If you're not able to find this, that's fine. Use your favorite meat substitute. I also have the beefless ground beef, and we're gonna do a mixture of both. I could just do the sausage, but you know what? I just feel like extra tonight, so we're gonna do both. And we're just gonna saute these up. This is the deal though. The flavor, it's got so much flavor. So we're gonna do a mixture of these two, saute them up with some taco seasoning, and you know, make that nice beefy, meaty, taco, nacho-ish type layer. This is half the package of vegan beef and sausage, but I think I'm gonna go on and do the whole thing because I can freeze it and use it for, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of olive oil to, you know, so that it doesn't like stick. And I'm gonna go on and add the other half. Let me turn this on. How about I turn it on? How about you turn the skillet on? Anyway, so, because we're just heating this up because you know it's already cooked. So, we're just going to add the rest of that and the other half of the vegan sausage, the vegan chorizo. And you can always use it later. Like, I love to keep tortillas on hand in case, you know, I love to make breakfast wraps or a salad if you have leftover salad or, you know, whatever. You can always throw it in a tortilla. Tortillas are very forgiving and useful. So this is going to be our meat layer for our nachos. So we're just going to get that sauteed up. And like I said, I just have some regular ass taco seasoning. It's not organic. It's not unicorn tears. It's not any of that. I don't know what it is. I mean, I hope it's non-GMO. Anyway, sometimes we do what we do, right? So my apologies if it's not perfect, but I'm just going to add half a package because the chorizo has a lot of flavor. And we're just going to saute that up, heat it up rather, and then we're going to go to our next layer, which is a banging vegetable layer that you're going to love. Okay, so for this next layer, this is like my secret weapon. I mean, it's just so delicious to me. This is, again, a Trader Joe's hookup, but it is the Healthy 8 chopped veggie mix. And it's got cabbage and green peppers and carrots and jicama and radishes and celery, carrots, broccoli. It's so good. I just give it a real light saute because I kind of want it to still be crunchy. And what I do is season this layer with the cumin. So see, your first layer is going to have that taco seasoning, and then this layer is going to be that cumin seasoning. And you could even add a bean layer too. Like, I just don't feel like being that extra tonight. I mean, because I'm tired and I'm hungry. But what we're going to do is just throw a little bit of olive oil, once again, in our pan. Let it get hot. And then we're going to saute these vegetables just really quickly with some salt. Maybe I'll add a little onion powder, garlic powder, whatever. Saute them up, and then that's going to be our next layer. This is like the game changer. Now, if you're not near a Trader Joe's and you can't get this easily, you could make your own kind of veggie mix of whatever. It could even be potatoes. It could be peppers and onions. It could be cauliflower. It could be green beans. It could be totally whatever you want. Literally. Okay, this might be the moment you've been waiting for. The moment where we make vegan nacho cheese. And let me just say right off the bat that, of course, this is not cheese. But then again, you know, those Kraft singles used to say they were processed cheese food, which meant they were totally not cheese. And we know they were made with mostly vegetable oil. So what we're going to do is make our vegan cheese now. And we have our cashews that have been soaking. You should drain your cashews, pour the water off that was soaking. We're going to use some, you're going to need some unsweetened. It is crucial that it is unsweetened almond milk, or unsweetened coconut milk, or unsweetened oat milk, or unsweetened hemp milk, or unsweetened cashew milk, or whatever. You get it. It has to be unsweetened. So, but the first thing we're going to do is take our carrots and potatoes that we sauteed until they were very tender and add them to our blender. This recipe makes a lot of cheese. It's kind of hard to make a little bit because, I mean, everything just sort of adds up, you know what I mean? So now we're going to add some of our cashews, you know, our cup of cashews. All of them, not some, all of them. And the other thing we want is nutritional yeast. Now I have about, I think what would be a half a cup? No, is that a half cup? That's about a third cup here. I might have wanted more, but then this is all I have. No, you know what? This is going to be just fine. So I would say we're going to add about a third cup or a quarter cup of nutritional yeast to that. The other thing you have to have is an acid. You could use apple cider vinegar if you wanted to. I am going to use lemon juice. This is a very forgiving recipe. This is why I like to make it, because, like I said, use what you got. Use what you got. Use what you got. All right. We're going to use, instead of salt, a little bit of coconut aminos. But you can use, you might need to use a little salt too. But I'm using a little coconut aminos for flavor. Thanks, Riley. I am also going to add some garlic, fresh garlic, because that'll really give it a kick. Okay, I just crushed a clove of garlic. We're going to add that. And then you can add either some liquid smoke, which is probably just made of chemicals. Who knows what that's made with. But then I also have this awesome smoked salt. So if you're able to get smoked salt, then hey, use that instead of liquid smoke. So, you know, but either way, it's fine. You just want, you know, a little bit of richness to the flavor. So we're going to do liquid smoke this time. And I'm going to add about, that much. What's that, a half a cup of almond milk? We'll start with that. We might have to add more. And then we're going to blend it up. You could probably do this in a food processor too. And this is our cheese sauce here. And let's see. It tastes really good. It needs more salt. And I think it might need a little more acid. So I'm going to put another half of lemon in here. And we're going to add a little more salt because, you know, cheese is salty. This isn't about, I'm going to try this, I don't want to do too much. Oh, that's more smoked salt. Okay, maybe I don't want more smoked salt. It tasted nice and smoky. We'll just add regular. Because remember I didn't add any salt to the cooking water, any salt to anything. So, all right, let's blend this up. Okay, so that is done, I think. Like I said, this recipe is very forgiving. If you have a Vitamix, you can let it go until it gets really hot, so it'll be a warm cheese sauce. Or you can put it in a saucepan and heat it back up. And, okay, you can add roasted red peppers to this. You can add a can of jalapeno peppers to this, which will really give you that drive-in cheese sensation. But it's really good. I mean, you cannot tell me that this does not act like nacho cheese. So the key is really getting that salt and the smokiness. Like, I'm not even trying to brag. Okay, like maybe I am trying to brag because this is the bomb. This is a cheese sauce that you could use. You can even use this for macaroni and cheese. Like, it does not taste like nacho-y that much. Like, you could use it for macaroni and cheese as well. Not playing. I'm about to hook up these nachos so you can see, as I can see, how amazing this is gonna work out.